What's happening? Shed podcast that brings you everything from music, sports, religion, politics at happy slapping. Myself, Dixie, Daniel, new episode, new guest, DISCARDA. What's happening, brother?
Yes, bruv, you right, yeah?
What's happening? New single,
Yeah,
Eski
bruv,
Kid.
Eski Kid, yeah, produced by Louis B. He was a grand producer, he's young. He's been producing since he was like 13, 14, literally.
What are you saying? It's off the, what we calling it out? Is it album? What's it off of? It album?
Project, innit? Yeah, I ain't got like a specific title, like, because obviously an EP's like 3 to 5, 6 tunes.
Yeah.
Albums like 10s and that, innit? So just recorded bare tunes and picked 12 that I felt was good, innit? With an intro as well. So 13.
So what is it? Did you say it's just a project?
Yeah, project, innit? It's not like I'm gonna do an album once this project drops.
Why so long, bruv? Because I feel like we ain't had a body of work, no?
Yeah, nah, since like 2012, 2013. Don't know, man. Just ain't really needed to be fair, for a while. The route I've been trying to take, like the live route.
Yeah.
Like be live, so like the bars that I spit at raves and stuff, they're on tunes now.
What are you saying? It's called, what's it called? Lyrical pot of Marmite?
Yeah, lyrical pot of Marmite, yeah.
Is that what you think you are as an MC? Like?
Yeah, but I think now, innit, like over like the last year and a half, it's changed, innit, like with a lot of people, because I've got like some new stylies and stuff. You get me? So it's like, I've changed quite a lot of people's opinions.
Yeah.
I feel like, innit, with how I am now, this is the best I've been as an MC.
So you feel like this is your peak now, like?
Today, yeah. This is like the best.
Because this project, is it the project you're doing now? Is it, you've been saying it's coming for a while now, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I did. I recorded 20 songs in it before. I was driving to pick someone up before, bang the CD on, listening to it, because it's good to like listen to stuff, not like in your bedroom or your living room or your mate. Sometimes it's good to just, I don't know, like when you're going running or when you're fucking driving.
Yeah,
So, I remember I was driving in it and I just thought, actually, the journey's a couple hours, let me bang that on, banged it on there, banged it on back. It's like, nah, I'm not really feeling this, man.
What are you saying? Do you feel like you have something to prove? Because you're such a...
I think at that point, innit, I was just more like, obviously, what's dangerous as like an artist is when you rate other artists and you like what they do, but like it's not for you to do as an artist. And you get trapped in trying to produce songs that are not in like what you're doing, they're not your strong point. And that's maybe what that first project was, why I deleted it. I was like, nah, fuck this project, bro.
You see that as well? See, we talk about like that.
I basically had no plan in it when I first recorded all them songs. Like I didn't have a plan. Like there weren't no meaning to the project and no plan in general with videos. Like there weren't a plan. You know what I mean?
That's what I think with this new single, with the Eski Kid and the video. I think that you can tell that sometimes I think that you get disregarded as like the stage show reload when you see the video and you see the clips and that, you realise, right, the amount of work and the amount of things man have done.
That's why I done that video, innit? That's why we started that video with that's why we started with that single and video, with the idea of the video, just to show people like that some of the accolades I've done and the people I've like worked with and MC with. Some of the people in the video, like people would pay thousands in it to have that promotion in their video.
You say you just get that off the strength, the fucking...
Just there, definitely like the reputation in it for being a rave, being good in raves in it, definitely. But I've always sort of had that reputation in it for years.
It was different because like when you was coming out, there weren't like videos and that in it, so they were just hearing you from the radio sets.
Oh, like right at the start, it was definitely mad. It's a whole different format.
So no one knew what your face looked like; they just know your voice.
Yeah,
you know
man. I remember like one time when it's like I see some guy in a record shop and he's like, "Right, man, I thought you was like some big man, bro, like, big man, like in his 30s." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm 16." I remember that specifically that day.
So you're saying this fucking project is about showing that I can put a body of work together. Right?
Yeah, well, basically, like, just like the ideas that I get. So obviously, I have bare ideas all the time, and like close people who know me, like people you know, will tell you. Like when I'm in the studio, I'm always putting ideas in the studio wherever I go, even if I'm not on the song and I'm not gonna be on the song, and I like the person, because I wouldn't be in the studio with someone I don't rate anyway. But yeah, when I'm in there with them people, I like to give ideas and throw bits about for people.
You know what I wanted to ask you? See when you're so like, you got like 216 that you know everyone goes fucking ape shit for, yeah? How do you try and introduce the crowds to new lyrics? Because when you see Discarda, you know you're getting Waterboy, I'll Knock Your Father Out. How do you try and, like, let me try to nick this new 16 in?
It's more of like some MCs do it in a way where they release songs first. There's a format of making songs in the studio and not saying them lyrics on radio or anywhere until them songs drop, and then people know them lyrics from the songs. And then there's a way I do it as well, another way. I do it that way, but there's another way as well where I like to practice my new lyrics on radio, and I like
test it out, see the reactions.
and things like that. And I like to just, because sometimes when you write a lyric, it's like, and you put it straight on a tune, sometimes it works and it's good, but sometimes you can sit on it for a few weeks and you'll change your verse, innit? Like with little words and little flows and breathers, and then it becomes a much better lyric for you. So like, I don't know, it's hard, innit? But I think radio for sure, man. Radio and tunes definitely, and videos.
Because my man, even behind the camera, was saying, bro, there was a point where every time he fucking locked into Rinse, it was you on there.
Yeah,
How the fuck have you kept that up? It's like exercise, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like radio. I like it, that's why, because I enjoy it. You got to enjoy radio, because it is like, sometimes when you're out there, it's quite sluggish, isn't it? When you're there, you're MC and you look, you think, right, it's only been 12 minutes.
What are you saying? What's the...
Like, rah.
It's like, bro, it's so weird, because when you're on a set, it's just like, we know exactly what you're going to do in the terms of the Eskimo dances and what, we know exactly what you're going to do. And it don't matter who the fuck's in front of it, we're just waiting for this. And when it comes, it just fucking shuts down everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you ever get bored of the same 16 bars?
I don't think you can, man.
I was about to say that, like when you're there and you see the crowd
It's the moment, innit? It's like, it's just being in that moment, like where, obviously I started MCing just to do something. It was like just MCing to do something. And it was like, I weren't thinking of doing raves and like MCing and getting people saying your lyrics back. That's like when you used to watch like big rappers like Eminem and them doing shows with fans there, like a hardcore fan base. I weren't thinking of any of that stuff. Yeah. I was just doing it just as a thing that at the estate I grew up in, that everyone just done it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's the Roll Deep affiliation? Is it just Mandem or...?
Yeah, they're just my friends, innit? Like, a lot of them are my friends from young, like, my older lot. And just, yeah, man, from there.
So what's it growing up? Fucking... What's the age gap here with you and them?
Some of them are different, innit? Like, Brazen's my age. Like, Scratch is a few years older than me. Like, only a couple. Some of them are, like, 8 years older than me.
Because Wild House is like a fucking mecca, innit? It's the When I'm Here video, innit? It's like a fucking mecca.
Yeah. I'm in that, by the way, as well. So I put that in there twice.
What was the remix they did? Did they do a remix? All the birds with their fucking tits out and out of Charlie.
X-rated one, yeah.
Was that When I'm Here? Was that
yeah, that's when Charlie.
There was another one as well, wasn't there?
It might have even been what you're talking about, maybe I'm
not. I'm sure there was another video.
I remember the girl's house, they done that. I know the girl's house, they done that in Off Walk.
What's the moment, where you come out and you first done like the Waterboy or I'm Not Your Father Out, and you was like, fucking hell, this is the lyric, this is what they're going mad for. What's that moment where it clicks?
With all of the lyrics, when you write a lyric, innit, like sometimes you don't write them on paper or anything, you just do them in your head, you just have a little idea of a line and you keep running over the line, and it just turns into a reload bar, and you sit there and say to yourself, how times you think, actually that's cheeky, man, that one will work here, innit? So there's always bars, I always know, like with my Waterboy bar, I knew that was gonna be like a bait bar just because how I say it, the flow of it, and it's easy, it's simple, and it's like it's my biggest lyric most probably, without being sort of like any negativity in it or any violence in it or anything, like it's a bit mad actually.
You ever on stage and you're like, I know what they want from me?
Yeah, but lately I've been switching it up a bit, I've been starting with other bars in it, because not in the big boy raves, you gotta just go there all guns blazing, but some of the smaller shows which I enjoy the most, to be fair anyway, most of the time, switch it up, because it's more like of a vibe where everyone's like the Keep Hushes, I love them ones, when all the crowd where you're MCing and everyone's around you, so it's like a party basically, house party.
Do you see the crowds? What type of crowds do you see in them places? Do you dominantly see like Mandem in the crowds kind of thing, or do you see like what type of audience do you see in them raves?
What, and keep harsh?
And then in the grand race.
The variety, man. Just mixed culture, really. Yeah, variety, bro. You'll have like students, like university people, you have a couple like road man, just different. I think it depends on what rave it is realistically, and who's playing there, really.
The old I'm not your fuck. How many people's old mans you had to put in their asses?
Yeah, it's old by a couple still.
Saying is you had to do it. What's it like going on tour with Roll Deep? I see you putting about you.
Yeah, when they were touring, yeah, man. I just went with them when they had a couple number ones, went a couple shows with them to see what it was like. Man,
Was this the When I'm Here days, or is this the
I know,
Green
when
Light?
back them days I've been like raves with them, bare raves with them in the When I'm Here
Is that
days.
when you was young and that?
Yeah, when I was younger, yeah.
Is this the tour? The tour
training.
The tour, is it the When I'm Here days, or is it the
No,
Green Light
when
days?
they got the Green Light number ones, like I went a couple shows with them, so it was good to see like other shows in it. Like they was mad in it as well. I must admit, bare girls.
Do you think there's a space for them now in the scene to come back?
Yeah, of course, because it's back to like the roots, innit? Yeah. Listen, like when you're a collective, innit, that's like hard foundations in something. It's mad, innit? It's just like saying, could Cristiano Ronaldo come back and play football? Like if you was a footballer and you could go on forever.
I don't know, because is there a demand still for Roll Deep as a
I don't know if there's demands, but if they put music out, there will be demands. Because they've got to, listen, you've got to always remember this, yeah? When it comes to people like Roll Deep, they've always got an advantage with things like, if someone don't listen to music that much, yeah, and they come across, they hear Roll Deep's got a new tune, they'll be like, oh, Roll Deep from back in the day. Let me check that tune out, please.
Curious, innit?
So they've got that status there.
Yeah.
And that's to an extent like myself, where people ain't really that interested. They'll be like, oh, I remember DISCARDA when I was younger at them raves. Let me hear that tune quickly, or the video, he's got a video, or whatever. Or they'll be driving in the car, have one extra on, hear the tune and be like, oh, DISCARDA, I remember him. Now let me go check what else he's got. So yeah, no, I don't know. Listen, there's bare old school MCs that have come back recently in the last few years, innit? So
Yeah.
they're the kings, innit?
What do you think about the new generation?
Yeah, I like it all. I go radio with bare them.
What you're saying? You started to take, because we've seen Sharky take that kind of role, that managerial role, and the OG kind of role.
Yeah. But Sharky's a good people. He's a business person. You know, he knows what he's doing.
Is that something that you would do later on?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do still.
So who would you say to look out for? Obviously, Tommy. We know Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy's
that's
fucking
a no-brainer, that one. What, younger MC?
Yeah,
See, it's a bit mad though, because like when people are saying like new gen, I specifically think like proper young, innit, MCs. But some people at the moment are classing other people new gen who are like 28. So are you meaning in age, or are you meaning like sort of threat? Don't matter about that age, just about the MC.
New, like someone to...
Right. Do I like?
Who's the guy is it Jen?
Yeah, I like Jen. Yeah, I know Jen. Yeah. He's come a couple of raves with me before, a couple of years ago. Come Fabrics with me to MC, brought in Fabrics. Yeah, Jen's good.
There's another young boy as well. What's his name?
SBK.
Yeah,
we was talking about
SBK. Yeah. Same thing. I speak to him and stuff. Yeah, he's good. He's really young, innit? He's clashing another young boy, T Rhodes.
What do you think? T Rhodes is hard as well.
Yeah, he's 14, right?
Is he 14?
He's 14.
Fucking
yeah.
hell.
So yeah.
What do you think about the lineup of the new Lord of the Mics? Because some people are saying it ain't.
Well, that was just the first draft, though. There's other drafts that come out.
But the ones that are there,
but
people are saying
that's the people who are gonna be representing the scene for the next 15 years, 10, 15 years. They're the ones who have come through in the last few years. A lot of them who have been doing bare graft on radio, and some of them are very interesting, innit? Some of them are good clashes.
How you kept up? How have you kept like that momentum of fucking being on radio solid for the amount of years?
Just like radio, innit? Just love it. It's important for MC's growth and everything, and just in general to keep you mic trained, mic fit, to practice your voice tones, just whatever you're trying to do. That's what I mean. It's like it's proper deep, innit? Because like when I'm saying like voice tones and that, when you're younger, you're not really thinking about that, and I never used to. So now when I go radio, I think, right, I've got that bar in a low voice, or in that bar I say that in a different tone, that one line. So I'm trying to perfect that on radio. It's practice hours radio. That's what it used to be called, fam.
I don't, as well, that's now that you say that, because I don't think people look at it like that. I don't think people think of you specifically and think, right, man's thinking about low tones, high tones. Like, there's a skill to it.
Of course, bro.
Because I think,
oh, come on, like when I go radio, I'm going with a plan.
do you think
every
you're
time.
underrated?
Maybe not underrated, maybe underappreciated might be better. Maybe, but maybe with this body of work, people are gonna see in it really. So yeah.
We're talking about Lord and Mites, you and JK. Bruv, that's why it's hard to live up to them ones, I'll be honest. It's like, it was very personal, bruv. Like that, you ever watch a clash and fucking really enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? Enjoy it.
I was enjoying myself in that clash still.
That wasn't in the basement though, no?
Nah, that was in a different location still.
I fucking enjoyed that, because I've never seen so many fucking props been pulled out in a clash ever, bro.
Yeah.
And pulling out bras and man's pulling
Was that personal or?
Nah, man. No, it wasn't a personal clash. It could have been better maybe if it was more personal. It always needs to be a personal vendetta when you're clashing someone.
You fucking pulled a fake mole out and put it
Yeah. It's not personal in that sense, getting personal, but actually, like when you've got actual grudge or vendetta against someone, that's when you're fucking going into overtime, innit? And you're thinking, I want to ruin this guy, but I've got to, like, or when you don't like someone, not even that you've got a vendetta, you know, like when you specifically don't like someone, and you think, I want to fuck this guy up, man, and just finish him, like, you know.
Do you think you won that?
Come on, of course.
I'll be real, because we're talking about it. Fucking, I said to me, you won that. He said you won that. He said you didn't.
Yeah, it's a hard one to call, innit?
It is a fucking
like, I'll be honest, a lot of people have said to me, innit, like they can't call the winner, innit? But I feel like I won, innit? Like, round 1 and round 2, innit? I feel like I won the first 2 rounds, innit? Because like I was there, innit, and I could feel him, innit? Like, you get me? I could feel it because he weren't expecting them ones. Cause I didn't remix none of his bars, innit? I ripped my own.
And he
bars.
done yours, innit? You remixed
Yeah,
all
I ripped my own flows and my own bars, but I had counter attacks, innit? So I've had bear clashes. That was just another like day in the park.
Are you still on clashing, or is it
not really, bruv? Nah, it's done. Like when you go to sets, that's what I'm saying. When you go like radio sets back in the day, it's not clashing, but when you're MCing with people and you have a little back to back, come on, that's like clashing, bruv. Trust me, that's like clashes on the spot. Not too personal where you're putting man's name it. You might put the name in the lyric just to hype everyone up, but that's good stuff. But
is anything too far to say?
I don't think it should be too far, but it's
depends
music,
really,
music,
innit?
bruv.
It depends really. I don't know, man. Like some things, I don't know if someone's parents died or something, man, is fucking digging up your mum or whatever.
Like,
That's
we're saying there's anything too far, but there's been fights on Lord and Mites, some very fucking half-hearted fights, but there's been tear-ups on Lord and Mites that ain't a tear-up situation. That's one situation.
Well, mine and his clash, it weren't personal, innit? It weren't personal enough. I wouldn't like sort of talk about his mum on there or talk about his kid, and same reverse with Jay as well. As before we clashed, he said, no, like, that's it, innit?
He'd
like,
kill me with that t-shirt though, bro. Man, I had the t-shirt with a mad haircut.
But I had the picture. I should have drew for my one first, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if my one slipped out along the way to give him that idea.
You know what made it so nice? The thing was, I half expect you to pull out a few props. When he come back with a prop, I was like, he had the t-shirt, I was like, fucking hell, here we go. The man done another one, I was like, this is
I love it
fucking
all,
mad.
innit? You get me? That's what it's about, innit? Like, you listen, like, you got to think of it like this as well. You're going on there to give people entertainment who are paying to watch you do that. So everyone gets paid because the people are paying for everyone to get paid on that platform. So it's got to be entertainment. You can't take it too hard. It's an organised clash.
But then some of them don't live up to it as well, though. Because what's the big H&P money one? Was like.
But it's like it's same. It's different. It's like I was actually at that event, innit? I went to that was a rave though.
What happened with that?
It was just like a mad clash. I thought it was sick when I was there. It was sick, innit? Personally, but I was in the moment there. You get me? I was in that moment and like, this is crazy, innit? Like, but it was same thing. That was in a rave. I think when you go to clash though, sometimes when some of them don't live up to the standard that you want, like in all platforms, clashing is like, it's nerves, innit, bruv?
Have you ever clashed and got lyrics?
Hard, innit? It's like, it's hard, innit, bruv? It's like you go there, when you're in your house and you're visioning it, you're on it. When you get to the place and you think, right, in 15 minutes, I'm going to be clashing in here, you know? Then the cameras come out, they've got 6 cameras hanging up, big lights in your face, floodlights, man all standing around, thing, like, no one moved, bruv, like, it's tense, innit, when you clash, then situations like that.
I'll be real, I didn't get that from you and JK, though. I didn't get the tenses. It was Nang because I felt like half of the room was your mandem and half the room was his
Nah, man,
mandem.
I went there with like 3 man, innit?
Do you do that a lot? Do you go to clashes like just 2 man?
Do you know
up or
what's
what?
funny about that as well? The maddest thing about that is last night when I was at Grime Originals rave, I spoke to her. There used to be a foundation radio station called Heat FM in Tottenham, and it used to be like a mad station, bruv. It was just like gooned out, innit? And the guy that used to run it, Presto, he's part of the Den team now. He was like, I'll never forget when you clashed Shell 2-2.
I've heard about
Man,
this.
come on these jacks. He's like, I always say that to everyone, man. I'm like, yeah, because...
Wasn't there something that happened before that though?
Yeah, that's what happened, but I didn't know because I was on holiday with my parents. You get me?
Shit! Yeah.
So the day I come back off holiday, innit? Like, I come back on the Saturday.
No one
I come
informed
back
you?
on the Saturday. No, I hadn't spoke to anyone. I got back late, drove back to my house, and my friend come and picked me up, like a DJ, and we drove there. And then when we got in there as MC, and then bare man come in, like 30 man, innit? But I could have, like, I didn't have to clash, but like, yeah, I was.
What made you want to, like, what made you stay and just do it, like?
Just having some arsehole about you, bro.
Yeah, but some people, it's not even about having arsehole. Some people, it's like, bro, I can stay there and clash, and then it could just get sticky after a while.
Well, this is why I explain to bare people who I'm close with in the music scene who are gonna go into a clash. I always say this: you're clashing, like everything you've been working for, you're putting on the line for a second. Like not on the line as like you're gonna, if you don't win, you're finished. But your reputation, you're gonna take a chink in your armor. Like if you lose it, like that's gonna always be there that you've lost that one. Like so, like you've got to go into it, innit? Like thinking just about the clash and nothing else around you for weeks. That's what it is in my eyes, bruv.
It's so mad when you see people like choking, and you're like, bruv, I feel so bad for you, bruv. But
It's hard, brother. I'm not gonna lie.
socks,
bruv.
especially for me, like just being a fan and just watching all of them and just being up to date with
And
everything.
he's a fucking sick
He's
MC,
bad,
bro.
bro.
Like, and he's MC'd in bare raves and bare venues and MC'd in front of big artists and big producers and bare people. But when you get in that environment, it's hard, bro, to clash, bro. It's hard. Even people who seem confident in there, it wouldn't be normal if you didn't get any sort of anxiety about the situation. Because it's the unexpected. You don't know what they're gonna say because you ain't heard anything because no one's given anything away. Like you don't know, innit?
Is it a case of, say my man goes first and says a bar and it's just caught you completely off and you just thought, bro, I didn't really expect
Well,
man
I
to
was
say
sort
that.
of just trying to like work out what he was gonna write about.
So you're trying to
Stuff,
predict?
sort of stuff, yeah. Like I was thinking, right, Waterboy lyric, it's a bait lyric.
And you know what's out there of me that can be used. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and I was just thinking the Waterboy one's a bait one. It's an easy flow. It's easy to remix. I could remix it.
And when he remixed it, you had the counter for it already. I knew you was gonna remix
Yeah. So I had that already. I knew that. And that one caught him off guard. That's why I felt like I took that round. Because the first bar I say in that clash, I started off with like just a normal bar, like just an half decent one. Didn't want to go too heavy. That one caught him off guard a bit because the people I was talking about in the bar was in the room. So it was just like, I feel like that one caught him off guard because I didn't even know they was going there either. And they was there and I thought, oh, this one could work out perfect. 1 minute, let me take that bar from there and put that number one there and start the clash. So my strategy changed when I got there anyway in lyric wise. But then when he said that bar early on, I was thinking he was going to draw for it second round. So I had that one plan for the second round. When he drew for it, I thought, I have to do that now.
What do you think would happen now? Like the MC that he's grown into being and the artist that you've grown into being, would you reckon would be the outcome there? It wouldn't be the same, would it?
Nah, it won't be the same, like, because it's just, we've both, like, improved so much and we've just focusing on different things. Back then, like, you're just hungry, innit? Like, you know, he was hungry, I was hungry, it's just,
So if someone come at you now, would you respond though?
Depends really, man.
Depends who it is or what
Depends
platform
really,
they're
yeah,
on.
You
what
know,
it would
on
be.
my laptop, I got a fucking tune. I don't know how old it is. Rain on Boys. And there was a bomb squad because obviously they're from the man, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell, bro. This is man of a.
Yeah, me and Scratchy watched the DVD of that clash the other day still. I got that on DVD.
That clash happened.
Yeah, we clashed them, innit, in a youth club. Like 30 man went there, 30 of us. Us, like, yeah, couple from Kids in the Hood, Trim come there. Yeah, bare man, bruv.
So yeah, let's talk about Grime Originals. You was at Grime Originals last night, yeah?
Yeah.
Wiley's birthday bash, but no Wiley.
Yeah.
Is it? What's the deal with that?
What is going on here?
I don't even know. I I just went there, MC'd, and I dipped out. I was back in my house at like 20 to 4, which is quite good for a Gram original night. So normally rolling about 9.
See, you're saying that you basically went there, spun it, and did that. Is this like it's a job, obviously, but it's like I've got to that stage, that age now where I just go in, do my thing, and leave.
Well, yeah, normally, like, obviously, Gram Originals, my good mate owns it. So I normally go there, I have a good time, I get looked after properly, so I do have a good time normally, drinking that. But last night, I just felt a bit tired, to be frank. I just thought, you know what, let me just come in, because I was on late. I didn't want to start drinking.
What do you think about this whole Skepta and Wiley thing then? I don't want to put no one in a corner, but would you like?
I don't know, man. But he MC'd at his birthday bash, innit?
Was he invited?
So we'll sort of swerve it.
I don't know, innit? I personally don't know, innit? Like, what's happening between them.
I feel like Wiley is having a Kanye West moment, but making sense. Yeah. In a way, I feel like he knows exactly what he's on about. I'm not talking about personal stuff. I'm just talking about how things are working and how people, you know what I mean? I feel like he's...
I don't know. I haven't got an opinion on it. I genuinely enjoy watching Wiley go wild on a video Insta clip.
Is that the Will you know new? Has he always been like that, or is this a new thing?
Nah, he just always says what he feels, innit? What he believes.
It's just he's got the power to do it in his phone now.
Yeah, he'll just say what he believes, maybe. I don't know. But their beef, if they've even got beef, whatever you want to call it, I don't even know.
Because the man have done it before, innit?
It's like, I don't know, yeah.
The man have done the whole fucking the box
and stuff.
Remember the house in the country and all that?
It's hard still, right?
Well, would you ever do
at the
something?
end of the day, though, at the end of it, though, like, they're gonna, most of you become good friends again anyway out of all this, innit?
Yeah.
So you don't never know what's going on, you know what I mean? And I try, when it's like a personal situation, when it's like a personal one like that, I don't try not to get involved.
Is it personal though?
In that. I don't think personal, but when you've been mates with someone for 15, 20 years, you know what I mean? I don't see what they talk about and stuff, you know what I mean?
Why is my man so prolific in not turning up to events?
I don't know, it wouldn't be the same, innit, would it? If he didn't do that yesterday, would it even be, like they say, Grimes needs to come back. That's like Graham at, like, Will not showing up, innit?
It's like, it's like I was talking before about artists give away too much now. Like Prince and Michael Jackson or whatever, they wouldn't be on Snapchat showing you the inside of the yard.
Yeah, no, Wiley's very unpredictable.
There's something
you can't
about that.
Yeah, he's very unpredictable, Wiley, and that's his personality. You can't try and force him to ever do anything, like just because it's money or whatever it is. You can't force him to do anything.
You said he looks like he's
very unpredictable, and he just does what he believes in, what he thinks is right, innit?
From the outside, he looks like he does things off of the strength and love more than anything else. So what? Let's go back to the album quickly. Are you gonna work with anyone on the album, feature-wise?
The album's done, innit? So yeah.
Feature-wise,
yeah, there's a good few features on there, man.
Any exclusives you want to give away, or are you keeping that?
I'm gonna post the track list soon, in a month or so, innit? I'm just waiting, we're just waiting. There's one tune in it just to clarify the last tune, whether it's gonna go, because the guy who produced me the tune, we're gonna get him on the tune. So and if we get him on the tune, which we're gonna ask his man them anyway for years, and that's not going to be on my project. That's going to be a lead single after my project, like a follow-up single.
Yeah, you got no K1 beats on your album?
Nah. Does he even produce, fam? Does he even produce?
Hey, listen, what's the deal with that? Why is that, bro? Is that just because he rolls with them, man?
He was just in their crew, you get me, and like he used to send a couple beats over and stuff. Like he made a few good beats, innit? Obviously, you know what I mean. You can make 500 beats, you're gonna make one good one in there.
Saying laws of averages.
You know what I mean?
There's something terribly wrong with
I just didn't like the way he was going on Twitter, like he didn't rate me, but my email said different. A whole zip of about 40 tunes said different to me, and they were rubbish, them tunes. On a level, they were like, I don't even care whoever makes a tune and it's good, if I want to spit on it, I don't even care like who they are. If they got -5 followers, it don't bother me.
Is there anything on the album that's different, like? Because everything sounds so fucking angry and loud.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, the styles are different, but the actual production on the project is all together, innit? It all sounds as one, innit? It all goes together, because that was the problem with the first one I done of that project. It sounded a bit mixed. I took it back to my roots, what I'm good at, innit?
Do you feel that this project that you gonna be releasing is your best body of work? Or
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, because like I said, not even like lyrics and idea wise, but recording wise. My engineer says it all the time. Like, this is the best. Like, in the last year, this is the best you've been at recording. Like,
See, even why is everything so late? Even Lord of the Mics, I know it was in 2011, but even that for me was late in your career for you to be on Lord of the Mics then. Why is everything
I
so?
don't know. I was gonna go on a one before that, innit? But they just weren't the right opponent. Sometimes these things are brewing for ages, like Lord of the Mics and stuff. They're trying to get certain artists on the platform for a while, but it just don't happen. It don't materialize because the right artist isn't available to clash them at that time, and that was my thing with Lord of the Mics 3 when it first come back with a bang. There just wasn't the opponents that we was getting said. It made no sense in it to clash them.
How comes? See, there was a stage where everybody kind of strayed a little bit from the original kind of sounds kind of thing. How comes you stayed? I feel like it was you, like Big Nasty. Certain man stayed with the sound.
Yeah,
You didn't
man.
stray. When and then this when like
It's just what I like doing, really. Because, like, yeah, it's mad because I don't like listen to grime all the time, innit? When I'm in my home.
who do you
or
listen to
whatever.
when you're not listening to Graham?
Garage, a lot of garage and stuff like that.
No new stuff.
Not really. Maybe if the radio's on, innit, or whatever. But I know all the bait ones, obviously. But yeah, I don't actually go out of my way to go on a lappy on my phone or whatever. But now I've got Spotify, innit? You know what I mean? I tend to listen to a lot more variety of stuff now. Because you don't have to pay for it as well, innit? So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't have to go and buy a tenner, pay a tenner to listen to something, and then I might listen to it and think, right, I'm not even feeling that one.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
listen to it just for the tenner a month, and then go and buy it if I want it on physical. So I've got a big collection of physical.
I miss that though. I used to. Everyone fucking in the manor had a pair of decks or whatever. Or sometimes you know this, I know this. You know what I mean, bro? I miss that though. Going down to, I think there was one shop in Chris Street. I used to go down and buy vinyls. I miss that, bro. And fucking, there's an element of that we need to kind of bring back. Like,
Yeah, that's coming back slowly but surely. The vinyl side of things, there's like in grime, there's like niche corners where people are always doing like releases on vinyl. People like Jams, people like
Slimzy.
Trends, Slimzy, like they're doing dub plate releases, all that sort of stuff. So maybe the market's not massive, but there is definitely a little market there for that.
you ever worked with Slimzy? Been on
Yeah,
a set
all
with
the
Slimzy?
time. Yeah, come on, I've done bare sets with him.
What, like the new stuff or the stuff in the fucking
Both.
flats?
I've done both. Both. My 30th birthday, I've done bare stuff with him in the last couple of years, especially. I worked with a couple producers from his label, and yeah, I'm close to Slim. So yeah,
Would you say you missed the old pirate radio?
always.
See, it's one of them things. It was more internet radio when man used to go with Amandam and that. Man, bro.
That era was just sneaking in.
That era is something else, bruv. Them pirate radio stations and that. Did you ever do this Deja stuff in that with the old Crazy Titch and
Yeah,
Dizzy?
I've done all the old pirate stations, all them you can think of. I've done all of them. They're all on YouTube. They're all in black and white on YouTube.
Black and white. I've seen the one with the big muffler mic in the
Proofs in the
fucking-
pudding, bro. It's all there in black and white. What can't speak, can't lie. It's all there.
was you there at the Crazy Titch and Dizzy one?
No, I wasn't that day, but I was there when they had another conflict on, well, not even a conflict, they had another thing on Rinse, and it was on Titch's DVD, Crazy Times. That's when he first come out of jail.
What's your? I remember them DVDs. Crazy Titch's DVDs.
Yeah, he done a DVD.
He just
called
used to be in
Crazy
his
Times.
bedroom and that, all showing his fucking CD collection
Yeah,
and shit
feeding
like that.
his dog and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. His dog's on the raw
so
steaks
I was on
and
that
that.
one there, that set up Rinse, the 3 flats when him and Dizzy had a back to back in there still.
Is there any MCs that you like? Because a lot of people, Grime Originals is so nang because I'm seeing people that I used to listen to and haven't heard from in a long time, and I'm seeing them reappear. Is there anyone that ain't reappeared yet? They're like, my man needs to come back. We need to hear more of.
Yeah, there's a few people in it. All in One, obviously, he's got to come
All in
back.
One, yeah.
Napa, he's got to come back and break someone's skull once in there.
Ain't fucking Napa is a unit, no? Out in Hollywood
he
or
does
something,
the
no?
fitness stuff, doesn't he, now, and stuff and boxing and
He
stuff.
looks like he really smashed someone's skulls in there.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
honest,
he needs
bro.
to drop that once in the Grime Originals, cracking man's skull, maybe Demon with the Arms House bar. Kano ain't been to one yet, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a couple people still.
When I see, who did I see? Lady Fury, I was like, fucking hell, bro. That, not, I don't know.
She
man.
was there last night, Fury.
Who else apart from yourself and Jammer do you know that when they come on they're gonna kill it?
double DWE.
That's fucking obvious, though. I'm saying that.
What, like established artists? Or?
Because I feel like some people have a hard time. I feel like Chipmunk's Nang and people like Chip and Nang, but they don't resonate in that.
Well, like the one-line bangers and that.
Yeah, I don't think they resonate in that.
I get what you're saying there.
Yeah, I don't know. He's good, Chipmunk. He's crazy like MC. But I
His
don't
pen
know.
game
it's
is
just,
the best
it's just
in the
different,
UK,
though, innit?
man.
It's just like it's some like I can't do some stuff he can do. I can't do some stuff other people can do. It's just the same thing. It's just like yesterday in Grime Originals, there was some woman who was working in the merchandise section. She turned out to be Stormin's aunt. She went back there and there was some couple guys standing at the front like looking at hats and stuff. It's like, there was some like small white guy, and then she was saying there was some small white guy in there. Crazy when he was MCing, he still went mental in there. And I was like, I definitely know that's DISCARDA. When I walked out to smoke a snap, I gone outside, she's like, that's him there. They're like, yeah, that's who he was talking about. So it's just the energy. So even if you don't know me in the rave, it's just the energy in it, it's just the vibe. I've had that bare times in raves where people come up to me like, I don't even know I've ended up in this rave today. Yeah. I've just ended up in here. You're crazy, man. Out of the people that was MCing on the stage, I got the energy from you the most, man.
Talking about Stormin as well, R.I.P. Stormin. Fucking, I can't believe when I see Sharky tweet that he was Teddy Bruckshot.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, because I heard him on Solarge and Teddy Bruckshot. I was like, bro, who the fuck is this, bro? Man hit it for years, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, he done bits as well. Where are we gonna go with it next? What's after this project? What?
Singles, innit? All year and videos. Like every 5-6 weeks, single video, and then a project at the end of the year. But a project with just one producer, producing the whole project, 6 tracks or something. Then my album after that.
Where are we putting them though? Are you gonna go with the platforms, the usuals, or are you gonna have it on?
Yeah, no, like most of my all of my stuff is through Logan Summers, like label Keeping It Grammy.
I mean, like visual wise, are we going with the link ups? Are we going? We're not. I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen.
I'm not too sure, innit? Like obviously, I went with JDZ Media because it's not about the views, but they got bare subscribers anyway.
What do you feel about the boys from up north?
Yeah, there's good MCs, innit? Good MCs there. But there's always been good MCs there and good producers and good DJs. Big Mikey, he's been mixing. He's got dub plates from everyone from back in the day. She used to travel down from Birmingham's and that. Yeah, no, they've always had talent up there. Now they're at the front and everyone can see it now, which is good for the overall sound, innit? That it's not just trapped in London.
Yeah, but there was a point where I feel like they are fucking saved it a little bit. Not people like you, DISCARDA, because you didn't ever stray away from it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe. But then in that sense as well, what artist would you think saved it?
Your Depths, man, your JKs.
But
Daps.
Saved it
Not saved it.
Saved it in like the time of when Lord of the Max, when they was clashing on Lord of the Max, because that's a London-based platform, Lord of the Max. So they can't save something if they're going on a London-based platform.
No, I just feel like they.
Or do you mean before that?
They
with
came
all the radios and all that.
Yeah,
sort of
I feel like they
stuff?
came.
Yeah, no, they was active.
They came out prominent in a time where other people was going a bit quiet.
Yeah, no, they were definitely active. People like
who's the guy with the fucking the white guy with the is it Subsy?
Yeah, Socks' friend.
Yeah, even Socks and
Triller, innit? Like you had like
Triller,
Trillers and
Mayhem.
Like, yeah, no, you can't disrespect what they've done, innit? But yeah.
What do you think about where do you see the scene going next? You know, you got people like Big Nasty on Channel 4 and they're saying it's gonna go mainstream, but do you see the whole?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not really looking for that sort of stuff. I'm looking just to do live shows, bare live shows, just release tunes and just do bare live shows.
Is that it? Radio shows,
just
and
shows,
tunes?
live shows, definitely, yeah. And then obviously, like, signing people onto Keeping It Grimy label and sort of doing that in the future, being at A&R and stuff, like things like that. Definitely opening a studio soon for like artists that I want to work with, like not work with as an MC, work with, push them in a direction where I want to go.
Have you got a problem with people going mainstream?
Nah, man, it's what they got to do, innit? It's what they got to do. Everyone's not built for that.
Cause what I don't get why people get so mad when people do that.
maybe it's like going to pot, cleaning up, and then when it's not going great,
Coming
anymore
back
in
to the
pot, then coming
foundations.
back maybe, and then trying to do that when there's been like bare people grafting along while you've been doing that, and then you're coming back and then just taking all the accolades off everyone because you've still got big, like, it's a bit mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friends are obviously like Greenlight and that, you know, like they've done that, but they're pioneers. They're the foundations.
I think with
of
Roll
this
Deep
stuff.
and Greenlight, and what was the other one?
Good times.
I think because you can still respect them for it. Like, I get it. You're coming,
Yeah,
doing the rounds again. You know what I mean?
Come on, no, they're foundations. Anything they do, it can never be knocked.
Because also, do we expect the man to come?
Creators.
How old was they when they done When I'm Here?
That's like 03, 04. That
They
shit,
was young,
man.
yeah.
That's like
I can't.
15 years ago.
I can't expect you to do what you've done at that age.
Yeah, because
now.
it's not the same then. That's
You've
what I'm
grown
saying.
up.
It's a different format then. Back then, there weren't a format. Now it's different. The YouTubes, the Snapchats, the Instagrams, the views. It's a different format. Back then, it was raw. So when you had MCs back then, you had MCs actually raw that are not sitting in their house, in a big luxurious house with a car. That like it was just raw. They were young. They was just on the road or like they was in the manor, innit? Like just it's a different format. Like that's the raw element. That's why you can never replicate that because no one knew what they was doing there. Everyone was freestyling then. And nowadays, everyone knows what they're doing, and now it's a format where everyone follows just like what everyone's doing. Right, release a tune on this, then you get on the playlist on that. It's all the same.
You know what as well? I think people forget, that see the whole social media thing, the fucking Instagrams, the Snapchat, it's all very new. No one ain't mastered it yet. Like there's people that are doing well with it, but no one knows where it's going yet. It's all very, it's fucking new to everyone. No one.
It comes to the point where it's like when your Instagram gets closed down, what's next? Does that make sense? No, like I'm just bait page. His Instagram just got taken down.
Yeah, it's true. But that's why you gotta, though, when you build a hardcore fan base, whether it's 5,000, 10,000 or 100,000 people, that's why even when that stuff happens, you don't rely just on Instagram for likes and all that. You know what I mean? You have other stuff in the pipeline with, like you're saying, like you have the vinyl releases, you put on free shows once a month, like listening party, like there's so many other things you can do to keep yourself alive anyway.
It's a weird one because I feel like that as well, but I also feel like some people get lost in it where they don't keep up with things. You don't keep up with the Instas and that. It's important as an artist.
Yeah,
it's
it is,
important.
but what's important as well is to not be on Instagram and Twitter and use it as a personal diary. What's important is for people to realise on Twitter, whether you've got 2,000, 5,000, 10, 15,000, them people, when you've got your name as an artist, when you've got it as like, I don't know, MC Billy, and that's your MC name, them people that are searching for you and them couple thousand people that are following you on there, they're actually following you for your music. They're not even following you because your normal name and your normal life. So when you're going on there, I've lost my bank card, my passport thing, this, that, it's turning into Facebook, that place sometimes. And it starts going mad. People are always on there watching, and it's very easy to like lead a certain life on that platform, them platforms, and make other people think like, rah, them man are doing that, I'm not even doing nothing. But really, they're not, really. It's well easy to do that. So you got to just focus on yourself and just what's good for you. But it's important to always be on there, music related, with releases and pictures, and when you're at events, that's definitely important in marketing today. Come on, it's a no-brainer. It's free marketing.
Do you feel like the new...
It's free marketing, basically. So, like, when you're on Spotify, like, you got 20,000 monthly listeners, it's free marketing to 20,000 people. You ain't spending 1p.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I feel like, the young, like, when we were growing up, Instagram and Twitter was merging in behind the Bebos and MySpace.
See, when I first started, there weren't any of that.
That's what I'm saying. For your generation, you lot
Bebos and all that.
you lot know the hard graft, though.
No one knew what it, no
So
one.
everyone was freestyling. That's what I said earlier. Everyone was freestyling. No one knew.
I'm just bringing it back to what I'm trying to get at. It's like, so your generation never had none of that. You just know the hard graft. Get on radio sets. Keep relevant by doing this, doing that. Hard vinyls.
Sometimes it weren't even to go radio to even, like, let people hear you. It was to go on MC because you ain't MC for 5 weeks.
That fucking youth club mentality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, just the MC, and it's practice hours again. It's practice hours radio, and that's nowadays it's not because there's bare cameras in your boat and you've got to go there and be on form, and it's just all mad. Onto radio though is actually to let people hear your new lyrics. And if you've got new lyrics, it's obviously you're gonna fuck them up now and again. It's a no-brainer. It's not rocket science. That's why it used to be called practice hours. Go back to the start, 2000, 2001s on the cassettes. I've got them in my house. Go on the Wiley sets and all that. Practice hours, practice and all, like non-stop. It's practice hours, fam. And then when you're up there, it just turns mad now, innit, on radio. That's why Mode FM, then's like old school radio.
Did you ever do the DJ thing?
I can mix, or not mix properly.
Did you ever come into it with old? Because everyone was a DJ at one point. No one was an MC. Everyone was a fucking.
No. I wasn't on it like that still. Nah, always MCing, you know.
You know Simon Wheatley, innit?
Yeah. I know Simon still.
Is he's still out here following you still talk to him?
Yeah, I speak to him now and again. I ain't spoke to him for a while. Not too sure what he's doing at the moment still.
For me, growing up and just seeing everyone, I used to go work, do whatever, and just tell them, man, bruv, I know my man lives across the road and all that, bruv. But for other people to get an insight, what Simon, anyone I don't know, Simon was like a photographer, but fucking raw, bruv. Like, no?
Yeah, he done all this in Brazil as well. Like, he used to follow like maybe gangs and shit about in Brazil and shit. So he's been doing this for years, bruv.
Did you ever think, what the fuck? Why does this guy want to follow us around?
Yeah, man. Yeah, obviously, this is a big man, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think this guy's strange. He's a peculiar guy, innit? You know what I mean? Like, he's like not the average bloke you'd meet in like.
Especially
like,
when
like,
you, man,
like,
don't really know what this is gonna turn into.
Straight away,
yeah?
you're thinking his police.
Yeah, that's
Straight away, I'm saying
mentality.
this guy's boy
Yeah.
them. We're all thinking this guy's boy them, bruv. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
at first, you think, is this guy boy them? Like, you're not really too sure what's going on.
And it's difficult when you get in that mentality. My man's boy them. It's like saying putting snitch on someone's name when they're not a snitch.
Yeah, no, we was just feel like I can remember you think like, rah, like what is this
Well,
guy
just don't
really
wanna follow
doing,
us,
innit?
yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
is he doing? But like, yeah, I hear him. He's just a photographer, innit?
It's just
Just
history,
enjoys it.
innit?
He just enjoys it, innit? Just enjoys that particular format and element of which the scene isn't now. That element and format of the scene, then he loved that, like the rawness and the youth and the like.
You don't think there's that now? You don't.
No, because it's nothing's pirate. Like, I'm talking like going to the radio and get caught and you get nicked back in the day. DTI turn up, you're nicked, your dub plates are smashed to
Let's
pieces.
talk about that. You ever been in a situation like that?
No, I ain't never been touched with. I don't even need to touch it because there's no DTI for that for me no more. But nah, I ain't. But a couple of my pals have still.
So man will go radio, and there was a chance
Because
of.
it's illegal, innit? Because
Yeah,
you're
of course.
illegally streaming. You're not paying for the stream. You're doing it illegal off the antennas. And yeah, you're not allowed to do that, basically, because people who are paying for the dial, you're next to them for free, basically.
How regularly?
1003 has a crazy number. It's right next to Kiss. So when you're driving and you press your thing in your car, you know, sometimes when it goes past
Scans
Kiss,
it,
it goes, the first one's rinse. Perfect.
Look at Rinse though, bro. Fucking hell, what them man have done, bro. It's got that.
Trust me.
There's gonna be a few more of them as well, bro. Surely, bro. No one's ever gonna be pirate like that, but like.
Well, Rinse, innit, is the foundation. They've been going over 20 years. They was doing it in garden sheds and like fucking tower blocks and all sorts of stuff. And now they've worked up to their own place.
When you
legit.
see things like Corrupt FM, what do you think? You think they're taking the piss, or this is like a homage thing, or?
I don't know, it's comedy obviously, innit?
Yeah, of course,
I don't know,
but-
but yeah, it reminded me of like when I first watched it. I ain't seen like none of the new seasons though. I'm gonna catch up on them still. But yeah, the old ones when I first watched them, it reminded me of some situations back in the day. You know what I mean? Like going in the radio with the mattress up the wall and like just silly shit like that, innit? Like just sort of what they're talking about and just, yeah, it reminded me of back in the day really, which it's meant to do, innit?
I think it's as well that we could talk about the fucking whole doing the stage shows forever, bro.
Done too. But I can't even remember some raves, like literally, I can't even remember, like sometimes I see people out like, so remember that rave you done like in 2005 in Brighton, that night when like rolled it, and I'm like, I don't know, bruv. I don't even, bruv. They're just like, yeah, you just forget.
For me, it's
forget,
just
bro.
nang to see someone fucking not come away from it, but we're gonna see a body of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
The last question I'm gonna say: do you feel like you're proving a point with that, or you feel like, bro, this is just what I'm doing anyway?
This is what I'm doing, innit, bruv? This is what I've been doing. And listen, you're gonna see there's gonna be a mix coming out from two DJs with like just my tunes that I've featured on in my career. and that I've done as single or features for me. You're gonna hear every tune. There's a couple hundred tunes there. I've done bare tunes over the years. In these studios where we are now, Quincy's studio, bare tunes.
I'll be real, it was important for us, man, to be where we are, bruv. Because I was always a young boy going to certain man's studios, not even really doing anything, just being there and just being around everything and that, bruv. That's why I tell everyone all the time, bro, we're from fucking, it's like, it's not a music, innit? It's like half a religion, bro.
Nah, this is culture, innit? This is the foundations, innit, here? This is the foundations. Like, these buildings is where a lot of things got recorded, Roll Deep wise, all of that. Like, a lot of things, like, this is foundations,
Bro,
here, innit?
and things like Roll Deep as well.
But your friends as well, from where you live, they've had studios in here that I've used as well, definitely. Like, so yeah, this is a no-brainer, this place.
Even things that for me, like we was last night, we was in here having a drink and man was playing all the old Roll Deep albums. The first one where they all had their own character.
Can't beat all them.
And man was like, bruv, I remember being in my cousin's fucking car. I was like fucking 11 or something.
That's what it is. When you're asking me the questions, you think they can come back. You see how they can make you, from hearing one lyric, they can make you remember a specific place you was there when you heard the tune.
The reason I asked that as well is because...
Do you know what that's called? That's called talent, bruv.
Yeah.
And that's hard to come by.
But the reason I asked that question because...
Being remembered, it's hard.
The reason I asked that question because we've had the same conversation about N-dubs and I in no way feel like there's any place for them in this thing. That's just my opinion. I'm allowed that. I'm allowed to say
bruv,
that.
Listen, the great thing about music, it's all personal. It's all what you like, you know? Like, there's people that love heavy metal. I'd stand in the rave and think, bruv, I need to get out of here now. It's just killing me, innit? Like, bruv, it's what you like, innit? You know what I mean? But me, personally, I think they could come back and murk it. Do a tour, do raves, it could be all mad still, but there's people from Roll Deep now, like Manga and Flowdown, who are current.
I like the whole Eski sound, bro. The old, whatever that sample is, wherever that comes from, that is the fucking...
Basically, that's like, my project. I'm from the roots and that, so a lot of they're not like Roll Deep ones, like the sounds, but they sound like they're from that era. A lot of the tunes in it, like empty tunes. You'll hear soon, innit?
I like the way the video's done as well, with the old freestyle of Crazy Titch. I think that's sick still. How did it come about with this last one before he goes, with you and Crazy Titch?
Just like doing sets and stuff, yeah, man. Like, he was good mates with my friend Vader, DJ Vader, who used to be in Wolfpack. He used to do sets with him.
He didn't do Barcodes, did he? Remember Barcodes?
Hey, you drew for that guy, you know? That's old school, you know, fam. That's a different
I think
guy.
I had a freestyle on Barcodes.
That's old school, you know. That's an old school Vader, that guy, you know, as well. But yeah, he's not the real Vader, though, that one. But that guy there, I'm going to tell you exactly who he is. He used to have a burgundy Focus, that Don.
See that done?
And he used to work as a youth club rep.
Yeah.
Saying,
You see, you're saying about
like an Asian guy.
Yeah. You see, you're saying about
he's old school,
bro. You see, you're saying about.
I might have even done one of them for him.
I had one of them when I was
in his car. I can't remember the telly in the car with the computer and that.
You see what you're saying about Simon Wheatley? Like, we didn't know if he was fucking old Bill or not. That's how we was with this guy. Why does this guy want to come around the man?
We used to go do sets at his drum. His mum's drum. Like,
they're proper manner, old school.
He used to work in Hertford Street School, that guy.
The PRUs and that he used to work in, yeah. Where the fuck is he, bro?
I don't know where he is.
There's a space for these people now. There's a Barcodes. Risky has never slowed down. Risky is a fucking pioneer. But like, other people have slowed down, bro. Like, Risky don't do practice hours, does he? Who does practice hours?
That's A+.
There's a space for this. But even Tim and Barry doing bits now.
Yeah.
With old drill, I see a lot of drill artists on there now. But yeah, man. Fucking hell, I can't believe we're just talking about fucking Barcodes DVD, bro.
That's old school. But yeah, that Vader, innit, he introduced me to Titch. Not introduced me to him, but he brought me on sets with him. Like, I got a couple sets with just me and Titch. They're from Vader, organising them sets, you know what I mean? But that freestyle, innit, was in Stratford. That wasn't even like, that was in Trend, so the old producer.
You still have any communication with Crazy Titch or?
No, I don't even still. Like, that's old, that freestyle still. Yeah, that's in like, and that, the guy ain't even alive who owned that studio. Trend's old school producer. I don't know if you don't remember his tunes now. Transmission, Rush the DJ, all them tunes there.
They might be a bit before me, man.
Yeah, they're old school gram tunes. Rush the DJ, Rush the DJ, Rush the DJ.
Fuck that. How come you ever had anything on Channel U?
No, maybe not.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, because Roll Deep and that was on the Was it when I'm here on the
But
channel?
like
You
I
and that
said,
now?
back then, videos, bro, is a different.
And they cost a lot of peace back then as well.
It's different, bro. It's different. You needed backing. Like, it was different.
To do your normal everyday. That's why it's so nang now. You can just do it. Like we're here right now, bro. Man, just go grab these and just do whatever. Bro, there's no excuse no more. I don't feel like, bro. You know what I mean? It's all in your hand. But yeah, bruv, thank you for coming up, bruv.